Hello to my wonderful listeners. One Family TV wala mutana lenan kotenke. Mbadi ngolu ikafo kendi meye ko Ousman Sonko, the former interior minister. Atele moti me yalon ko yala kitiyo tede Swiss banko nin kande. Bari mbadi ngolu jannin kabula la kitiyo la kolu kono de. 2016 ni mumoleti me yalon ko ay Gambia banko nin bula. A borta de pour kana tubabulu banko nin kande pour ka asilo dundi jede. Bari atada damente folo wala mu Spain banko nin kantide. Bari amanna si woto atentenda damente wala mu Switzerland banko nin kanti. Bari o 2016 ni na Switzol bulo nata la kande me yalon ko wala mo nin kenni wodi ikafo meye ko Ousman Sonko de kabri ibulo la ka ya samba kasola de kala ko kisi kisi ka jibe ni mumolati me yalon ko ay tajirante yal menke Gambia dingol la wato me yalon ko abe interior minister ya wato minede banni January karola me yalon ko wala mo 2024 ninti ina ta samba kitio la de me yalon ko wala mo Swiss banko nin kanti de ka tande ko ay nyantol leltinya hadama dingol la nyantolu ay woleltinya Gambia banko nin kam former president na wato la Yaya Jammeh o wato ni ay tajirante yal menke yewolta yo tumol la kande ka tande ko ay wollel ke Gambia banko nin kande bar kabriya kidiote ya tande ko nin kendingo abe sanji muwan abe wolela la kasola me yalon ko wala mo Swiss banko nin kande de ya tande ko abe sanji muwan la la je kabri ya kidio nin tay bila nal hakilo ba kan nin kendingo ka fa meye ko Ousman Sonko ya tande ko kendingo dobe je ka fa meye ko almamo mane itolle moti me yalon ko ya kendingo nin ta ya faade o wato me yalon ko abe interior minister ya nin nade nal hakilo ba almamo mane ala muso e ka fa me ko binta jambang ate diamuta tiarar side ka kumol foje ka tande ko nin Ousman me yalon ko wala mo Ousman Sonkoti ay ku tajirante yal me yalon ko ay wole kala wato me yalon ko abe Gambia banko nin kan kata ka noma anin ka alanyo ya me yalon ko ka kafunyo ya ka tandala ko ate mo molati me yalon ko men diata ay abole kala me yalon ko wole kala nin Ousman Sonko nin tide former interior minister de bari mbadi ngolo biya kitiyo tede ka tandiko nin Ousman mo molati me yalon ko abite la kasoto sanji moang abola la je walanti nam mbadi ngolo nyandalo nal ko sama boka kontom baniya nibu akadiyaene nibe tajirante yakala lonko mbake kam bar sama askeno mbake kam men wala be kontana aliyajele bi menketa wunin former interior minister la Ousman Sonko Swiss banko nin kan ya tande ko abe kasola la sanji mon abole la kaso ninna bar mbadi ngolum be audio dol natla lena me yalon ko wala mo almamo mani la musola diamu kanol ninti ka tande ko dol beje nin kendi ngo ikafu meye ko Ousman Sonko ay tajirante yal me yalon ko ay wala tilindi musindi ngoni nade wato me yalon ko okemani yafa wato Gambia banko nin kan
ko okay nkatale mbita bari mbe kolla len kayo.
He said, okay, I'm now going, but when I go, I will call you. I said, okay.
Amanna msenke kote kede fonga furiya landi lungo minda biringa furiya landi.
He didn't contact me again until the day I completed my morning period.
The landi Friday, the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, tata do kola with CV nga mang nim hijab manta.
I completed my morning on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Monday, I went to work, but I didn't go with hijab that day.
Barimalo nunko all of a sudden ntebe do kola dami poro to je NIA officer attacking mbala minka na movement okoros.
I was not aware of this, but on the whole, they've decided to attach NIA officers at the place where I used to work at the ports there.
Mbije don ate Sonko e moki ay ala sojaro le kinan fala odli lombam fomino banata ayenta raporo kon.
I was there until a soldier came sent by Sonko, whether he was an orderly to him or what, but the man came and found me at the ports.
Ako Sonko ko soma somanda Tuesday morning ngata ndankala.
He told me that Sonko said that tomorrow morning, which is a Tuesday, let me go and see him.
Did he mention a place?
Ako fay dulale foye ibitatar la damimbang.
Ako State House, ngata State House. Unko kambano ni nata State House mbe mine fola je.
He said, let me go and meet him at State House. Then I told the man, if I come to State House, what am I going to say there?
Kambano nyinko nyoko ni nata ibeto tar la bundato.
The man told me, if you come to the gate, You will find your name there. They'll take your name.
Mfutata gadum bundata yengininka inata yika jama yengininka ko Ousman Sonko yela buko yele yen tojeje ko foyna appointment o Sonko ha ko 10 o'clock yela buko yele yen tojeje sojaro yen escort ala office.
That when I went there the following morning on Tuesday, when I arrived at the State House gates, after explaining myself to them, they opened a book and they saw my name there, and the man told me, now your appointment is at 10 o'clock. I said yes. So you are here to see, I told him I'm here to see Sonko. He said yes. Your appointment is 10 o'clock. I said yes. Then I was escorted to his office.
Barinta na office o min kono wala office o nginti nene tata dame ngalandin sa tara office o min kono nga Sonko nga tara office o kono.
But the office I went to was the same office where I visited formerly, where I found landing, and now Sonko is occupying that office.
Landing Sane.
Landing Sane.
Proceed, please.
So birin juntanti da ay ala sitting room on kono ay ala ordly dunta ya fae.
When I went into the room, there was sitting inside his sitting room. The orderly went in and informed him.
So I am akonyo konana.
He told me to come.
Ndadan sira akonye sita sirankan.
I went in. He told me to sit down. I sat down on a chair.
Ayala office bunda sorong.
He locked his office door.
Office bunda sorong.
When he locked his office door,
I briefcase o chika ala di tabulo kap.
He took up a briefcase and put it on top of the table.
I briefcase o nyi yele.
He opened the briefcase.
Ako nyen left almamola personal items on the dealer.
He told me, I want to give you Almamo's personal items.
Nka idea ko, nka okay.
I said, is that it? He said, yes. I said, okay.
I bank buko bondi ay itandina. Ako nyim almamola bank account let.
He took out a bank book and showed it to me and told me, this is Almamo's bank account book.
Because bila dinna konyo ko ibita ibe buko iba sambala creator.
He told me he
gave
me
the
book
creator
and told me
no. Man creator man jelon no.
He told me that this bank book, you have to take it to the curator, but I don't know where that place is.
Bila briefcase o yere ay taung akabe briefcase o de anka bari jim briefcase akamunta akoma faratal.
When he opened the briefcase and closed it, again I told him, but this briefcase looks like the other side is torn.
They break it outside. They cut some there are some cuts outside.
There are cuts on the briefcase outside.
From the outside.
Akonye wala nyaade nka almamo la nyim briefcase o aka ele number solle la, but for all a sudden ngaje ya ele nyame fo almamo talo nyinti bam fo akonye ko that's not your business.
Because I told him that this briefcase, Almamo used to open his briefcase with numbers. But how you open this briefcase is different from that way. So he told me, well, that's not your business.
Instead of a briefcase or dinna kota ka mind change kay tol mini ba kono ay bula mbuso kono ay woldin almamo la korda kay tol anu wo bank buko.
Instead of handing the briefcase to me, he changed his mind. He decided to take the things, papers and Almamo's compound papers and the bank book, he put them inside a bag and gave me that bag.
Awulta be sirin daming anatan tarambe sirin daming alotan kunta ay abulo man na tenting insanyo jang ayen keys.
He left where he was sitting. He came over me and stood over me. He put his hand on my shoulder and bent over me and kissed me.
Ayen sabat ayen bon atata siya ko ngenana ba na naten ayen bulo mutate ayen bulo sabat sirin sirangamenkan ako nga siya awuto ka.
He got hold of my hand and pulled me. The seat where he was occupying, he went back to that same position. He pulled me and told me to sit on his lap.
How did you feel at this point in time?
Ako tembo muneketela ya iketa nyadile.
Kantu min ketan na woto dal ala drong because mbedami wodu lata ge ku kilin ku fula ngawle miracle kono nim anyi ala bunda sorom majang jamu sojar dulate asem fanol wala ku ken na jang yembulandi moto ko jaytan sambadu lato moto njela dami.
Well, at that point in moment, at that moment in time, I was in fear because he locked his door and I was with him inside this room. He can kill me, or they can even put me on board a vehicle and take me somewhere where they can do anything to me or kill me, and I will not be able to do anything about it.
So kabiri wokeda.
So when that happened,
bida ayen sinda fankan ayen try kanna fengolu ayen na sipa min bembala ya sabambala.
When he made me to sit on his lap, the skirt I was wearing, he decided to pull that skirt, trying to remove it from my body.
Afanga yala kurto ta ayala belto bondi uniform babala ayala kurto jindi.
Then that's the time when he removed his belt, the trouser he was wearing, he decided to pull it down.
Ako ngasira ngomuta ngajimi.
He told me to get hold of the chair and bend down.
Nyajebe bola. Ako nyeka mine kumbo.
He told me, "What are you crying?"
Ako nyeka mine kumbo eka mala ko temu dindingol.
He told me, "What are you crying? You behave like you are a child."
Of a sudden, ala only a da kong.
All of a sudden, the only knocked the door.
Kabiri wae da kong ameta amachika telefono ringta amachika atariata ayala kurto ajos ayala kurto dum.
When the soldier knocked the door the second time, the telephone also rang. He quickly adjusted his trouser.
Akonye ko ibamba elefengo ibamba.
He told me quickly, put on your things quickly.
Nganna sipa jindimbala.
Then I decided to pull down my skirt.
Bari mbeda mi woto dulato ninsa suicide commit no mbem fam fala wala be fitiala ni na balu.
At that moment in time, what I was feeling, if I could have committed suicide there, that would have been better for me.
Kantu millong ala fitambula la wala kono non kan tulunna.
Because what I never knew in my life, that's what he wanted to do to me, to play with me.
Manta do ko wala wolungon seita wala fe tujere.
I didn't go to work that day. That's how I went home to Tujereng.
On this particular occasion.
Kata ay keme fulale bonde ay adinna.
Janni kata
ay keme fulale bondi talulu kaito keme fula ay adinna ko ngake passport.
He gave me $200 in $50 notes and told me to make it my fare.
On this particular occasion, did he succeed in forcing himself upon you?
Wolundung anata silo soto le purka fam force kambang.
Ay silo soto le ko amanta turu le drong telefono ning ala ilobno. Ay silo soto na le ko.
Yes, he got the way.
And did he force himself upon you?
I fam force kanne.
Back famole.
Yes, very well.
Namuna long namuna kenna so na ni wakata namba fola ko anamuna kenna na balu ko nga oduwa na balu ko ba ka bardum wolunga e min kenna akatanye history that mi yalon ka te bolam balo ko fajan nun lu min ben dankulan dala man sol.
That has never happened to me. But what he did to me that day has become history in my life, which will ever be in mine. I will never be able to forget that.
What did he do to you?
I munekela.
Kanya pinkang.
He forced himself on
Come
me.
for a landi.
He forced me to have sex with him.
Office okono.
Inside an office.
Did you show him or indicate to him that you did not like what he was doing, that you are not consenting?
Yaitan dialale wala kafayen ko abe menke kanten iman la fala amandiye.
I will ha ngai tandela bayri momin bela ila sitifano be bala naye jansaba ye jansaba wo mari nyantal no ko e mantara la firi naye na sifa jansaba nga janjindi naye jansaba nga janjindi nka ko dukare mbula ngata mbula Sonko sabari mbula jamu ofisoleti hani jammanke ofisoti kana wokenna.
Yes, we were having a push and pull. If he pulls the other side of my dress, I'll pull it from him and take it up. So we went on like that. I went on telling him, Sonko, don't do this to me. Leave me, let me go. Leave me, I don't want this. I was telling him that.
And you said he forced himself upon you?
Because I have him forced
He had
Baake
sex
afam
with you?
forcen kan ha.
So amunta alikafuta le mume ke bang.
Ha kantu wolungo ninga tara European system wala mo ngala ala DNA be mbalal.
Yes, he did that. Because if it was in a European system or way, his DNA was in me.
And he gave you $200 and you left.
And ata keme fulo dila utumole ibota je tata.
Ha wake me fulo fana muto mansong nka ele ko paso be mbulla bira ya dinna because mbe nyame ndanga lonne nka ele ko paso be mbulla fodo be mbulle Sonko amangara paso be mbulla akonya hani ndele so wala nka hani akonya wota di dindi wala nka hani ayna bago min be mbulla ay kodo muta ya fay bago nyin ko.
I refused the money. I told him, no, I have my own fare. He said, no, take it. I said, no, I won't take it. He said, okay, now take it for the children. I said, no, it's not necessary. He said, no, then that was the time when he took the bag, my bag, and decided to put money inside the bag.
Because I don't come back kumbola ala tabulo kan ay napkino min bijaw afangole lota kanya da fita ka fanyo ko ha ni finta banta tenti molba mira nga kule kela.
Because I was crying throughout until the napkin on his table, that's what he took, and he himself was wiping my tears, telling me, don't go out like this. If people see you like this, they might understand what's happened.
But janna ka bunda ile mbesi nje afang ay bunda ile fala ko odli ko what happened afan sarindi bulunke oka.
So after he opened the door, I was still sitting there. He shouted on the orderly, what has happened?
And then?
The only kayako you have a kumalo akale you have visitors coming. You have somebody who want to see you. Akale then I'm not ready. Tell them I'm not ready. If I'm ready, I'll call you.
The man told him that there are people who want to see you. You have visitors who want to see you. But Ousman, the man's reply was, tell them that I'm not ready. When I'm ready, I will call you.
Eventually, you left State House and went home.
State House kasei.
Ha nseita kabirin seita watalata lungo manta dokola talato manta arabo manta aramiso manta arjumo.
Yes, when I went home that day, I didn't go to work on Wednesday, I didn't go to work on Thursday and Friday, I didn't go to work.
And did you see Sonko again?
Ako kola fenata Sonko jele kote keba.
O Friday ularo arata na soko.
On that Friday evening, he came to our home.
And what happened when he came?
Anata nane ay entarambe sirim bantale nimdingolo because na dunta do nadino kaborele.
He came and found us sitting outside, me and my children. But the moment he enters the compound, the children will all run away.
Why would they run away?
Imang hanya la because ye min moy telekono ani ye Sonko minje ani kani uniform minje ani kani kido minje wole ke silandi kabore.
Well, they are afraid of him because what they saw on the TV, what they heard on the TV, and they used to see him with uniform with arms. This is what makes the children fearful of him, and the moment they see him, they run away.
So on this occasion, what happened?
bira nata ayentara je ndun akonye lafte jela nana akonye ko nana lafte jela nka ay munto banta man fo munta akonye ngadula bun kono.
He told me, I am here to see you, I want to see you. I said, where? Outside or where? He said, no, in your house.
Ndun tanna bun kono kabe ndun tanna bun kono si tanna siranka.
I entered my house. When I went in, I sat down on the chair.
Anata abulo lanka akonye yare fandi musinyi ma balami.
He came and put his hand on my shoulder and told me, on the whole, you are a very beautiful woman.
Ngambulo ba koto ten, ngambulo botente, ngambulo ba koto.
I decided to pull out from him.
Kabiri ngokala akonye ika mineketenti mineketa.
When I did that, he told me, what are you doing like this? What has happened?
Akonye ko fo igina tale min fonye ko wolu last time kabiri nata janko ebe furiyala ya wala nambuka na jang so ye furiya ba fo an sa mineketa.
He told me, did you forget when I came here during your mourning period? You told me that you were in mourning. So now, after that, you have completed the mourning. Now, what has happened?
Nka hanifeng nka barika ikan approach ni ika kenya nyame aman malla fala dukare kaka oke woti fa mambete ya.
I told him nothing has happened. But the way you are approaching me, how you come to me, I don't like it. Please, don't do this. Stop it.
Aye mbulu kan mota.
He got hold of my wrist.
Because mo sonko mimman sonko le man sonko long.
Who
Ake
doesn't
aye
know
nyopoti le akan aye nyopoti le kan nyopoti kende kede kan nyopoti.
He got hold of my hand and was pinching me continuously, pinching my hand.
Aye muta aye saba na kabineto kona aye faina laranka.
He pulled me into my bedroom and pushed me onto my bed.
And threw me onto my bed.
Aye faila larangokan.
Aye faina laranka. Bila aye faina laranka. Fano min bembala nga fano muta nga nyafunyoka nanka aye sonko mine keta kana okena because upon all nga nyile muta ko fanga kumale fa mi ya kamfa. Fa be mfala le bamfa be mine kele na malo.
Then I decided to tighten my wrapper around me between my two legs. I said, Sonko, what are you doing? What has happened? What are you doing to me? Why?
At this time, did he carry anything?
Ala kido babul.
He was having his pistol.
Na laran kunka, na bed head ka, na laran kunka, a pistol bonda alandi world. Bira be ura kan aya bonda balale. Aya alandi.
He took out his pistol and placed it on my bed head when he was taking off his clothes.
Did he hold the pistol in any way that made you feel anything in you?
Ako faye kilo muta nyalema me yalonko aya kendi ay silandi wala ay kudundi sonno.
No, I did not say silandi. Which made you feel anyway?
Ako fo ay kudundi kono ay la kilo muta nya.
Sonko na nata iya jandi nala diamo ka jamfa kilim fula na be sirin do ay bagela be pistulo mutala ba kelten aba fenkel da fale nyoko yalo nge dandala lan ko nginjele ko di yalo nge dandala la ko di aka kengete yalo nge dandala ko di kenya ginjele ko di aka kengeten.
Whenever Sonko comes to me, after a short while, he will just remove the pistol and start pointing it at me, shaking the pistol. You know, I have warned you. You know, I have warned you several times. I've warned you.
Warned you about what?
Akafo ayedandala munela.
Killing ako come akan intandala mina wala ngintu ko let me be careful nkana diamu moye nkana diamu media and amala fika keje ya.
He was doing that because he said let me not talk to anybody, let me not talk to any media, and let me not follow any man.
And on this occasion, when he came, found you sitting outside, he asked you to go inside your house, and he threw you on your bed and put his pistol on your bed head. What happened next?
Akonyin silo dumbira na ta ayetara banda. Akali edum bunkono. Aldunta bunkono ayenyori faye fayila larango kang. ayala kido bondi ayala laran kungokan biro keta mune natake
asita laran kan na yewura ala kurto bonda alandi al dondu ko bonda alandi droso babala a seltana laran ka.
He sat down on my bed, took off his trousers, took off his shirt. He was only left with an underwear, and he sat down again on my bed.
Ayela na laran ka.
He decided to lie down on my bed.
Na laran mu box bed kabira ayela njita laran onyin karadol.
My bed was a box bed. When he lied down on the bed, I decided to leave the bed on the other side.
Nganna jonkon bunda ile ndinta mfinta jonkon kono nkon kata sumonala.
I opened my restroom door. I went in there pretending to go to urinate, to go and ease myself.
Ataranka soto bembulu nga soto du na droso kan natasi.
Because I had a short trousers, I decided to wear that short trousers on top of my underwear.
Natasi birin sinti da laran kun kante akonye kaminesi nka amine kada akonye ko fete lala.
I came and sat on the bed head. He said, "What are you doing like this?" I said, "What is it?" He said, "Won't you lie down?"
Baranga nyine mutako ni aje manna bunda bayele ni nga yele nindingol dunta wala nga makambe makanto kidolo babulo kono ase kamfano le ay sodaro lu kumandi ay entefa o ay kuko tenke je molten kalangolo na wala kudo sinake wala assemblandi ay sambad lata ka ku kenna je wala yatinna mbuka makambe makanto purunna mol yalo banna mol kalno ko sonko ben na bun kono.
The reason I didn't create so much noise was that my children are inside the compound, and Sonko was armed with a gun. So if I do something or maybe create a lot of noise, Sonko might be angry and tell the soldiers to put me in a vehicle. They can carry me away, and he will do whatever he wants with me. Or maybe if I open my main door, my children will come in. When he gets angry, he might do something else.
Wolungo ayen katale fayel la nyonya because I mine muta wala nyinti ko ayen kamala muta ko nyako fayto dum fo mine kata fo la ftam malundi la ba fo mine kata fo ya mi la fonte manke keti bang.
That day also he forced on me until he had his way, because he decided to choke me. He got hold of my throat and was pushing me, saying, "What do you think you are? You think that I am not a man? What is the problem?" That's the way he forced himself on me until he was able to have his way.
Kabira abota wala.
From that one.
What do you mean when you said he was able to have his way?
Akoyla kumo koto mumineti hanufo aya soto alaftamen.
Anya pita because I am kurdo ngat sot mindu akonyo kay babon lal bam feta bon dam man tengi kala ko kay babon lal bam feta bon del nga ko folo kala ko kuro le benna akoni kuro benna ngalla balon da ko fo kuro le benna.
This sword you are wearing, are you going to take it off or not? Then that's the time I told him that I'm having my period. Then he denied that.
Akonga anga kurto bonda abajela la fanga be mura na e wura nin kuro le benna mbalon abalon.
He told me to take off the shorts. Really, if I was having my period, he himself will know.
And then?
Ngal mbela ayen sabala rankan ay kurto afangol lota mbela ari la rankan afangol lota ay kurto sabambala ay fayi na la ran karten tonga anya pitanka akonye ye wulu kurutela ay jamot ye wulu muna ne ke iko wulu ya fon.
That was the time when he got hold of me, pushed me on the bed. He himself took off my shorts and pushed me on the bed. Then he got hold of my throat again, started choking me and told me, "You are telling lies. You are not having any period. You have been telling lies." And then that's the time he pushed me on the bed and lied on me.
And then what happened after that?
I abused the kendeke.
He abused me seriously.
How did he abuse you?
I abuse nyadi le ko ay munekela.
I abuse sexually.
He abused me sexually.
He had sex with you.
Amunta ani yelale.
Ha.
Yes, he had sex with me.
Did you allow him to have sex with you?
Ako foitele sonta puru ina yelabang.
Honey, what then, honey?
No.
Honey.
That was no.
Honey.
Not that. No.
Your testimony is he raped you.
Amunta ila kumo koto munyeti ay nyaping kan ne koteke.
A nyaping kan kende ke fangode.
Yes.
Force nyaping kan.
Yes, a forceful rape. That's what he did to me.
And what happened after that?
Biriwo botala mune natake.
Biriwo botala Sonko enke akele ko komi yalonka ake kunkuto siloti wato don nasi na e westo purka na ya because ni wakata don na tata ndingol ka dunkanne especially na dindimma ka dunkanne ka asen nyinin ka na nin Sonko tata ni dindimma ka fa binta amile ka fa e butele bang kan tara nyamin na nta kumbo ka hani fa ya foye baba be mun tolan ka hani.
Well, after that day, Sonko decided to make it a routine. Every time he will come after me to abuse me. And when he leaves, my children will come into the room, and if my youngest one will start asking me when I am crying, what has happened? Where is my father? Has he told you where my father is? I will say no. So that's how he went on.
For how long did this continue?
Wodung alaw manya we wati jeleta.
Sonko la ho manya ay ko manya le minke na tata fo sanji killing anin karidantang.
That went on for 1 year plus some months.
Kantu labangola ay mine ke lunso tata lungolu kono anim nka borala le nu nka borle nu labangola nka borle nka tanka funyo maya ko min ngalon ko sibito wala di ala arjumo suto aka wakille pour kanaiya.
So at the latter part, I started running away from him. I used to go to a friend because mostly Friday night towards Saturday, he used to come.
But birin ka boroke yar fanda kanyini le abenyini kana kana because ay yalo na kanyini le.
On the whole, when he comes, as far as he knew my home, he starts going around looking for me.
Lunso tata nata amanje ye kay mfintitale.
One day he came there, they told him that I have gone out.
Accidentally intebe say kanang na tata ben just tanje at the checkpoint, police only a checkpoint lekeje at the bridge.
Unfortunately, that day, one day I was coming home around Tanje. There was a police checkpoint at the bridge there. We met there.
Kabiri mfutala je don by the checkpoint wala mun sulo mun drive on ben drive nga slow down ta yara be lorin je len telu malo ngala moto je le drive ko nyako mola ka moto flash because I almamo la moto ay moto nyilonde so bire wo fa don wo lo ta don a fongo jita moto kana na tantara moto ko nye binda nga mo ibota mun tole
so
nga
at that checkpoint, that's where we found him, because he knows Almamo's vehicle. The moment we reached there, the vehicle stopped. On the whole, he was standing there. Somebody told me that, well, they are flashing your car. So I stopped. On the whole, he was there. He came and told me, Binta, where are you from?
Nka bonando ko la ko ngawulu mambo do ko la nka yes nka bonando ko hani akonyo okay na left diamule.
I told him that I am coming from work. He said, no, you are telling lies. You are not coming from work. I said, yes. He said, no. In fact, come, I want to see you. He said, let me board his vehicle.
Drive on you drive on
I told the driver, because I had some things on board that vehicle, I told the driver, okay, go. I'll find you later. So go.
I am bulanda la moto kono, birimbulata moto nyin kono. natata.
I boarded his vehicle and he departed.
Up a sudden ayen samba fo banjunu barinte malong nko nying fo Sonko dum fo nga kule ke bang fo mine keta bang ngamira nu all the thought ngamira nu fa kan samba NIA office le pour yetal lipa nga wala mira nu.
He took me all the way to Banjul because I was puzzled. I said, what have I done to this man? Sonko, he might be taking me. Where is he taking me to? In fact, I thought that he was going to take me to the NIA for them to beat me.
Bara man nan samba yel ayen samba for Independence Drive.
He didn't take me to the NIA. He took me all the way to Independence Drive.
Opposite Independence Drive, State House ma fangola bungole dulale bijenu. Nte dindi mai ka faje jawara la kukole be seri wodulato non according to nka mimmo yinu.
There was a place near State House there where formerly during the Jawara regime they said Jawara's cooks used to stay in that building, and that building was where he took me.
Bari nene man birim te baye wulu namanan du wokorda kono wolu namuna force bara manji moto kon ay moto kor atele jita korda bunda ele adunta ani moto dunta fu korda nyun kon.
I have never entered that place throughout since I was born till that day. When we arrived at the gate, he alighted from the vehicle, he opened the gates by himself and came and drove the vehicle inside.
Kabirim futata je bungo ni dunta korda nyun kon e mara karola bungo le bije bun clean single room lo bungo.
If you go into the compound on the left-hand side, there is a room there, but it's a single room.
Ay bunda ni yele.
He opened the door.
Anata noma ay bunda ni yele akonga ji.
He came to the vehicle and opened the door and told me to alight from the vehicle.
Ngita ayen dundi wo bunkon.
When I alighted from the vehicle, he took me into that room.
Bari man fentara bunkon de larangole be bungo nyin kono ani sijulo man fenti je single room lo wo sijulu ko la man fenje je man hani jika bo maje bungo nyin kono.
It was a single room. There was a bed there, and even a bottle of water was not there. So in that room, that's where he took me to. But the room was completely bare.
So I see that konyoko yana mi yana ngesa mananyanka hani akonyoko imantala biyo ka ibukata.
He sat down and told me, you know why I brought you here? I said no. He said, today you are not going anywhere.
At this time, what position did he occupy in government?
Wotembo, Palas Jumale Babulu Mansakunda.
O ato abe State House hani side.
Up to that point, he was at State House.
As commander of state guards?
Commander of the State Guards Bank.
Ha.
Yes.
Proceed, please.
I afinti akonyenkanana na afinti ta barabira afinti ta ay bunda sorong bantala.
He said, I'm coming. He went out, but when he went out, he locked the door from the outside.
Nsita genja kalta ninga bunda jijate bunda mune bunda leti fo mko fasa ngina bang. Bari bunda be bambandi bunda buka yele.
I was really worried. I was sitting there for some time. I didn't see him. I will go to the door and shake it, but it's made of iron, but it was a strong door. I shook it, but it was a strong door.
Anata murundang koteke after 2-3 hours anata murundang.
He came back after 2-3 hours.
Ay adunta nambung kono ay la fengol wuro ay lamping ay landi. Ako nye kamila si email ite wural ayela.
He came back into the room, took off his clothes, folded them together, and placed them at a place, and told me, what are you waiting for? Won't you lie down?
Bari wabung kono ngakido tarajele kantu ngakido ge larango la side so la ting kido be lorinje AK-47 nyale ngakido ge lorinje.
But in that room there was a gun, there was a rifle inside there, an AK-47. I saw it with my own eyes. It was at the corner of the room.
Bari jannata Sonko kana ndun tala ko ngibi tala ngalaranda ko fanan jibe.
But before his return, I bent down and I looked under the bed.
nga sojari boots jeje.
I saw a soldier's boots there.
Bari biri nga sojaro boots jeje nata silpaso fanan jeje.
When I saw those boots there, I also saw a pair of slippers.
Nyin silipaso nata mulum fe ko de nyin silipaso ala don be do bar nyin silipaso munta ko almamela sama tolo mun nyinti.
Those slippers, when I looked at it properly, I said, well, these things look like Almamo's slippers.
Bari man na nyin kari kede bari because malum bari kantu nin kemi be siri